Each sharp remark, each tough obstacle. If it cuts your resolve, you're relinquishing your dominance. The truth is, the most resilient individuals don't evade issues. They've mastered their reactions. Visualize gliding through life unshaken. No overthinking, no emotional outbursts, just absolute command. In this video, I'll lead you to forge your mind to act as if nothing unsettles you, so you break free from emotional chains and seize control. Once you dominate this, no force or person will ever dominate you. 1. Mastering the nothing bothers me mindset. Life overflows with chaos, others' judgments, daily pressures, abrupt challenges. The world relentlessly unleashes distractions, criticisms, and blockades your way. But what if true power arises from mastering detachment? Envision striding through a hurricane with unwavering poise. This embodies acting as if nothing disrupts you. The core is cutting emotional bonds to external events. When you let outside forces dictate your mood, you become a puppet to uncontrollable powers. Train your mind to stand firm, and you become the creator of your destiny. The world reveres those who stay composed in storms, who resist breaking under pressure. Adopt this mindset and you project authority silently, moving through life with strength, presence, and unyielding confidence. Reflect on history's greatest leaders. They didn't strike back at every insult or critique. They advanced with authority as if holding a secret others couldn't grasp. Their strength lay not in arguments or retaliation, but in remaining unshaken. This is the authentic power of indifference. Consider this principle from self-mastery and success teachings. Thought drives action. What you think, you become. Constant emotional reactions forfeit your power. Cultivate a steadfast mindset and the world aligns with your will. Those who achieve greatness understand this. Control your mind, control your reality. Picture someone attacking you publicly. Most lash out or defend, but what if you smirk and walk away? You strip the aggressor of their influence. They expected a fight, and without it, they falter. You depart stronger, untarnished, triumphant. This is silent supremacy few grasp but all admire. Likewise, with failures and setbacks. Most drown in emotional turmoil over losses. But masters of detachment see failure as insight, a lesson, an adjustment, a launch pad. They analyze, adapt, and progress. How do you build this dominance? Start by daily mental training. Practice pausing before responding. Ask, does this affect my core goals? Is my reaction essential, or am I losing power? Regularly choosing restraint builds an impenetrable shield against life's noise. Use visualization. Imagine yourself as an unshakable force, impervious to slights, steadfast under stress. Reinforce this vision and it molds your reality. Your mind is mighty, what you consistently picture, you become. Let others marvel at your composure. When you prove nothing sways you, you dictate the game, becoming a mystery others revere. True power isn't loud domination or aggression. It's a presence so commanding it needs no validation, earning respect through silence and unshakable resolve. 2. Stay unshaken. Consider the toughest individuals you know. They don't act impulsively or let emotions rule their decisions. They assess, strategize, and respond with intent. This stems not from lacking feelings but from mastering them. Emotional detachment isn't suppressing emotions, it's harnessing them. Envision a fierce confrontation where someone provokes you. Do you react, letting their words control you, or smile, recognizing their words hold no sway unless you permit it? Detachment is denying external forces your inner peace. It's acknowledging your mental realm is sacred and unassailable. This method reduces stress, sharpens focus, and transforms life's battles into strategic challenges, not desperate struggles. The truth is clear. Thoughts shape your world. Allowing external events to govern your state makes you a slave to circumstances. Take charge of your mind and emotions, and you become the architect of your future. Take a man who lost everything. His empire collapsed, investments vanished, leaving him with nothing. Most would crumble, but he treated it as a lesson, not a defeat. His mind, his ultimate weapon, remained untouched by loss. With this mindset, he rebuilt with greater force. This is detachment's might. When you sever ties to failures or setbacks, you empower yourself to rise above. A primary reason for failure is emotional chaos. Fear, doubt, and frustration dominate. Many begin with ambition but abandon it when obstacles hit. Those who master detachment view emotions as transient signals, refusing to let fleeting feelings derail their vision. They persist, training their minds to see barriers as stepping stones, not dead ends. Training detachment doesn't mean becoming emotionless. It means rejecting external control over your inner state. You can experience joy, grief, or thrill, but stay in command with emotions as your tools. Practice withdrawal in heated moments. When insulted, pause, assess your feelings and ask, does this impact my life's purpose? Usually the answer is no. By not reacting, you reclaim authority. Detachment also springs from a clear mission. When you hold a powerful vision, minor distractions fade. Your focus turns ironclad as you guard your energy from unworthy causes. The world yields to those who conquer themselves. Mastering emotional control makes you invincible. While others flounder, you remain steady. While they lash out, you strategize, securing an advantage few possess. 3. Mindful indifference is a superpower. We're conditioned to obsess over everything: others' opinions, validation, judgments. Society implies our value depends on catering to external expectations. But true freedom emerges when you recognize most things are irrelevant. When overthinking strikes, ask, will this matter in 5 years? If not, dismiss it. Most troubles, criticism, brief setbacks, fleeting embarrassments, dissolve over time, yet we let them dominate our emotions and actions. Mastering indifference is the key to seizing power. It's not apathy, it's strategic focus, acknowledging your energy is finite and allocating it to what matters. Not every conflict or view deserves your attention. Cease reacting to petty irritations and you evolve from emotional impulsiveness to calculated responsiveness. A revolutionary shift. Look at those you admire most. They don't crave approval or crumble under every challenge. They stand resolute, unbothered by life's noise, secure in their identity, making them untouchable. Embracing this mindset commands respect, not from seeking validation but from being immovable. In a world where most seek acceptance or adoration, the one rooted in self-worth wields true authority. Face unjust criticism. The weak retaliate or withdraw in doubt. The strong stay calm, knowing words only hurt if you allow them. By staying silent, they retain dominance, earning more respect than any outburst. This extends to success. Top achievers ignore trivial distractions. They maintain razor-sharp focus, rejecting external noise, operating with precision. Cultivate indifference by evaluating reactions. When anger or anxiety flares over trifles, pause and ask, is this worth my energy? Often it's not. Train to release what doesn't serve your purpose. Establish firm priorities. Define your mission, growth, and tranquility. With a robust self-worth base, others' opinions lose influence. You become impenetrable, investing deeply in what aligns with your goals. This truth, real power lies in resisting rejection, walking away from energy drains, rising above petty disputes, and staying laser-focused amid chaos. It's not about caring less. It's about caring strategically, channeling energy to deserving pursuits. Mastering indifference propels you to excel, towering over a world fixated on pleasing others. 4. Stop seeking approval. Seeking approval is a trap, handing your happiness to others, making you dependent on their nod. No one's perspective should override your own. Allowing someone else to define your worth strips you of sovereignty. True confidence is built through self-mastery, knowing you need no one's consent to be authentic. Reflect on the most captivating people you've encountered. They don't plead for approval or conform to fit in. They embrace their essence, flaws included, and that's their strength. It flows from an unshakable self-assurance. While others chase validation, they forge their path boldly with purpose. The urge for approval stems from fear, rejection, judgment, isolation. But the more you pursue it, the more power you cede, becoming a captive to others' expectations, distorting yourself to match their molds, betraying your core. Liberation comes from shedding the need to be universally liked. It's a myth. Total approval is unattainable. Someone will always critique, praise, or overlook you. Why exhaust yourself pleasing all? Look at world changers, visionaries, innovators, pioneers. They're fueled by purpose and resolve, facing criticism yet standing firm. Their confidence anchors in self-belief, not public acclaim, rendering them invincible. Break the approval cycle by questioning, whose opinion truly holds weight? Often, the loudest voices come from those off your path, carrying no significance unless you grant it. Validate yourself, recognize your progress, honor your victories, large or small. When you affirm your value, external approval loses relevance. Detaching from validation isn't pride, it's standing resolute in your identity, honoring your choices and journey, defying others' control. Stop molding your words, actions, or dreams to others' standards. Advance with genuineness, courage, and unyielding purpose. Not all will grasp or back you. That's irrelevant. Those who matter will respect you not for seeking approval but for needing none. Choose yourself, embrace self-ownership, and become invincible. 5. Handle criticism. Criticism is inevitable, but your response defines your might. Many collapse under disapproval, letting every comment shape their identity, actions, and will. But why? Criticism is mere words, opinions, often from those ignorant of your path. Its power depends on your consent. Emotional reactions let it dominate you. Logical filtering keeps you in command. The strongest evaluate criticism with clarity, extract what's valuable, and discard the rest. No wasted emotion, no excess response, just focused judgment on what counts. Two types exist: constructive and destructive. Constructive criticism fuels growth, offered by knowledgeable, sincere individuals. Embrace it. Destructive criticism seeks to shatter you, often born from envy or misunderstanding. It's worthless unless you internalize it. Imagine a sculptor shaping a masterpiece. Some applaud, some advise, others jeer. Does he abandon his vision for a few detractors? No, he persists, driven by his inner vision, filtering out noise. Handle criticism similarly. Ask, does this person have authority to judge me? If yes, consider it. If no, dismiss it. Most criticism comes from those who've never walked your road. Their words mirror their limitations, not yours. Criticism tests your mental fortitude. The weak lash out, defending, arguing, or doubting. The strong remain steadfast, processing without losing composure. Responding with cool indifference displays unshakable strength. History's greatest minds, visionaries, creators, leaders, endured fierce criticism, yet advanced undeterred. Their resolve to stand firm distinguished them. They viewed criticism as the cost of progress. Build this mindset through detachment. When criticized, pause, assess for value, and reject if none. Master this, and you shed the weight of seeking approval. Inner conviction neutralizes external opinions. Self-assurance from within shields you from petty attacks. The world will always critique, but your opinion reigns supreme. Leverage criticism smartly or ignore it. The mightiest fear it not. 6. Keep your composure under pressure. Pressure reveals character. Some shatter, some yield, but the strong stand firm. What? They prepare their minds before crises strike. They know pressure is inevitable, not an exception, and anticipating it eliminates shock. The key is releasing the need for control. Not all will align with your plans. People will fail you, obstacles will emerge, setbacks will strike. Don't respond with emotion. Counter with strategy and icy calculation. Most fracture under pressure, resisting reality, expecting ease, panicking when life diverges. But those accepting uncertainty adapt, flowing with turmoil, not fighting it. Picture a seasoned warrior. He anticipates resistance, ambushes, threats, yet holds steady because he embraces conflict's reality. He focuses on action, not longing for simplicity. Adopt this mindset. The world will challenge you with stress, defeat, and uncertainty. With trained composure, nothing unravels you. While others descend into chaos, you move with precision, responding, not reacting. Power lies in mastering self-control, not external forces. When you don't demand perfection, you become unstoppable. Anticipating pressure erases fear. You see it as an opportunity to hone your resolve. Great leaders radiate calm and certainty in turmoil, rising above as others crumble. They've disciplined their minds, rehearsing responses before trials, detaching from emotions that blur judgment, prioritizing logic over hysteria. Forge this mastery by reframing pressure. View it as a contest, a test of will. Confront stress. Dare yourself to stay composed. Observe emotions without yielding. Practice readiness. Mentally simulate worst-case scenarios, building unshakable stability. Most depend on luck, collapsing when plans falter. A mind hardened for adversity stands tall, unshaken. When pressure mounts, treat it as your proving ground. Breathe, strategize, and remain immovable. 7. Let go of what you can't control. Suffering often arises from clutching outcomes, expectations, or elements beyond your reach. We cling fiercely to what we believe should occur, and when reality shifts, pain follows. True mental dominance lies in releasing. Visualize a river. Water navigates obstacles, adapting without struggle. Live this way, some events unfold despite your efforts. A missed opportunity, a lost connection, an unforeseen blow. Fight and suffer or adapt and advance. The decision is yours. Releasing isn't surrendering, it's redirecting focus to what you can influence. Grasping expectations makes you brittle, locking you in frustration, replaying pasts, questioning what-ifs. Accepting reality's boundaries liberates you from needless agony. The strongest don't battle the unavoidable. They stay serene amid unpredictability, mastering detachment from control's illusion. Most squander energy forcing results, tying happiness to specific outcomes. Elation if plans succeed, despair if not. This is frail. Power comes from flexibility. Detaching from rigid expectations builds resilience, making you indomitable. The essence is awareness. When you grip too tightly an outcome, person, or expectation, pause. Ask, is this within my power? If not, let it go. Channel energy to what propels you forward. Detachment is a craft. Hone it with minor irritations. A delay, a traffic jam, an abrupt change. Feel the liberation of non-reaction. Extend this to major trials over time. Some mistake detachment for apathy, passivity versus a profound grasp that while you engage fully, you're not enslaved by uncertainties. Invest deeply in goals, bonds, experiences, but don't break when plans veer. Choosing release makes you untouchable, moving with tranquility others envy but can't fathom. While they sink in distress, you stand firm, mastering the art of flowing past obstacles. 8. Silence is the ultimate power move. In a clamorous world, silence is a weapon. Most speak to fill voids, chase validation, or assert dominance, but the powerful utter sparingly, listening, observing, strategizing. When they speak, each word strikes with force. Silence unnerves others, compelling them to question, dissect your thoughts, ponder your intent. In dialogues, the less you say, the more authority you wield. Words expose, silence conceals. Mastering silence tilts power dynamics, granting you command over situations and impressions. Most rush to fill silence with excuses or defenses, but withholding forces others to unveil themselves, revealing motives, weaknesses, plans, while you remain an enigma where true power resides. In a negotiation, pause after an offer, let silence linger. The longer you wait, the more rattled they grow, offering concessions or better deals out of urgency. This tension yields leverage. In everyday clashes, stay silent when attacked. Most expect rage or rebuttal. Giving nothing drains their power, leaving them uncertain if their words landed, feeling exposed. Your silence compels them to face their own emotions, not leech off yours. Silence enhances observation. Speaking less lets you detect hesitations, subtle shifts, contradictions others overlook. The world's most commanding figures aren't the noisiest. They select words with precision, avoiding idle talk, knowing silence amplifies knowledge. Cultivate power through silence by exercising restraint. Pause before speaking, watch, listen intently, let others disclose first. The less you voice, the more they gravitate. Embrace silence in intense moments. Hold quiet when furious or challenged, delay replies. Mastering speech in critical situations proves discipline, demanding respect. The powerful aren't impulsive. Silence itself is a response, a pause outmatching words, altering dynamics. Next time someone demands a reaction, stay silent. Let them speculate, expose themselves, and see power swing to you. In a world craving attention, the quietest often hold the greatest sway. Command silence, command dominance. 9. Train yourself to stay calm no matter what. Your mind is your war zone. Permitted thoughts decide victory or defeat. Doubts, fears, hesitations are foes to crush. The strongest aren't immune to dark thoughts. They refuse to be ruled by them. Forge an unshakable mind with mental disciplines. Gratitude to dispel negativity, discipline to conquer laziness, detachment to end suffering. Like muscle, the mind toughens through constant resistance. Mental steel emerges only from preparation. Daily drill to remain unflinching. Pause before acting, breathe before replying. Most are captives to emotions, striking impulsively from fear or rage. Those mastering their minds master all. Warriors and leaders advance with purpose, exuding a profound calm others can't penetrate, becoming invincible. Mental strength forms in daily victories, rising early despite exhaustion, holding silence over argument, pressing on when surrender calls. The mind, like iron, strengthens through challenge. Every trial forges it. A vital habit is detachment. Distancing from emotions, outcomes, external storms gives you supremacy over reactors. Detachment isn't apathy, it's mastery, knowing you can't govern the world but can always dictate your response. Picture a tempest. Most are swept away, battling uncontrollable forces. The unshakable stand firm, letting it pass, preserving strength for what matters. Discipline reshapes the mind, choosing rigor over ease, transforming you into an unstoppable force. Begin modestly, meditate for clarity, exercise for willpower, read for wisdom, honor self-promises. Over time, these craft an indomitable mind. The world will test you, but conquering your mind ensures no external force unbalances you, advancing with confidence and power few attain. 10. Mastering the art of moving in silence. True power operates in silence. It shuns attention, rejects validation, and skips announcements. It acts, letting results roar. The loudest are often frail, hungering for recognition, oversharing plans, begging approval. The mighty move discreetly, tactically, with precision. To earn respect, halt announcing intentions, explaining actions, or chasing praise. Simply execute, drive progress. Success rises through deeds, not declarations. Talking invites scrutiny, skepticism, and opposition. Working unseen catches rivals off guard, leaving them reacting too late. The mightiest don't squander effort proving themselves, they let achievements speak. They don't debate, flaunt, or over-elaborate, advancing with certainty that demands respect. Abandon seeking validation and you become invincible. History's dominant figures didn't broadcast every move. They acted, built, and ruled silently, knowing power lies in execution, not promises. Master this by guarding ambitions, laboring relentlessly without fanfare. Let others speculate on your next strike, question your poise. The less they discern, the more control you seize. Silence isn't weakness, it's tactics, sparking curiosity and overanalysis, granting you dominance in uncertainty. When you speak, words hit like thunder, people heed not because you insist but because you conserve them. In a world chasing spotlight, pursue mastery not image. Resist revealing plans, proving worth, or displaying progress. Let outcomes testify. Cease feeding external approval and people will notice, marveling at your methods, your unshakable calm. That's when you've conquered the game, not by proclaiming but by proving silently.